lot of the time when we think about streamers, we tend to think of those who are at the top. Your Kai Cenats, your IShowSpeeds, even your Aiden Rosses. But today I'm going to show you what it's really like for someone starting from zero trying to become a streamer. My name is SimplyQtip, and this is my 3-month streaming journey. Now, instead of me just telling you about my statistics and what I did over these 3 months, I'm going to show you my Twitch dashboard and show you the raw numbers. Now, as you can see, my numbers from my first month of streaming, I got lucky. I got very lucky. I averaged 8.9 viewers, gained 132 followers, 6 subscriptions, 1 gifted sub, and earned nearly $20 in revenue streaming 80 hours in my first month. Now, those numbers, very skewed, very lucky. I was in the right place at the right time. Plain and simple. That's why I got those numbers. Those numbers, realistically, are not going to reflect you, are not going to reflect most people streaming. Most people are not going to hit 8.9 average viewers in their first month. Most people aren't going to get a subscription in their first month. I was very lucky in that, 1, I was in the right place at the right time, and 2, I got what's called Twitch affiliate, which you cannot earn any money on Twitch streaming until you hit that milestone. And I got lucky and I earned that milestone in a week. And realistically, most people, I'd say 99% of people, are not going to get that milestone in a week. They're just not. Realistically, for most people, my next 2 months, the numbers from the next 2 months are realistically what you could expect from an average person starting out. Now, my second month, I went from 8.9 to 1.6 average viewers. I only got 11 follows. I got 3 subscriptions, earned nearly $10, and streamed 44 hours. Now, these numbers right here, realistically, are going to show what a real streamer starting out is going to look like, minus the subscriptions. Because realistically, you're probably not going to hit affiliate even in a first month or a second month. And that's just the truth. And that's not because you don't work hard. It's not because you're not streaming a lot. It's not because you're not putting in the hours. But it's because of other things, such as outreach and the Twitch system. And finally, my third month, most recent month, 1.6 average viewers again, only 1 follow, 2 subscriptions, went down 1 this time, nearly $9 in revenue, 30 hours streamed. Now, my numbers are not going to reflect yours, okay? Like I said, I got lucky. And from your first 3 months, you may be ahead of me, or I might be ahead of you. Who knows, right? But I'll tell you what I've learned. And the number one thing is that if you think you can just hit go live every day, you could stream for 200 hours every month. And you may get some viewers. You could potentially blow up, sure. But your chances of that working are 1 in a million. Now, I've only streamed on Twitch, so I can't speak for other platforms, but the discovery system on Twitch is horrible. It sucks. It's terrible. Plain and simple. So if you think you're just going to go live every day and you're going to grow an audience, more than likely you're not. And that's a hard truth. Now, my advice to you to actually grow an audience, at the end of the day, it's about reaching as many people as you can. Well, how do you reach as many people as you can? You have to post on everything. That means videos, shorts, reels, TikToks, everything you can do, you got to do it. And you can't just post random videos because who cares? That's the question you have to ask yourself. I had to learn that. If a random person is scrolling their phone and they see your video pop up, why should they watch it? Well, you have to start putting production value into every video. And that doesn't mean spending tons of money. Like, we're not Mr. Beast, right? Obviously. But as a general rule, you should be putting more effort into the videos and clips than you do streaming. Now, don't be a boring streamer. Be creative. Have fun. Enjoy the streams. But understand the stream is not what's going to grow you an audience. And that sucks. That's horrible. You have to learn the things like editing, like making thumbnails, like getting clips. And just from me, I hate those things. I don't like doing it. It sucks. And I'm sure, like you, I do all this stuff myself. I've never paid anyone or asked anyone even to do those things like editing, like making thumbnails for me. I have to try and learn all those skills by myself from scratch. And that's hard. That is insanely hard. But in this space, if you want to grow, if you want to be one of the big dogs, like I mentioned earlier, you have to know the sacrifices at least early on. Like, you may love streaming. Like myself, I love streaming. Okay? But to get to the point where streaming is what you have to worry about and that's it, you have to go through the things like editing, like making thumbnails. Okay? Now, I hope you hearing that doesn't push you away from streaming. Okay? Because even though you saw my numbers, your numbers as well may tell you that you're not great. The numbers may say that. But I can tell you that just from me, in these 3 months, I felt fulfilled. Truly, I felt fulfilled. There was a point where I was caught up in the numbers. And I even took a full week off from streaming. I didn't stream for a whole week because I had in my head that based on the numbers from that first month that you saw, that they were going to keep going, that I was going to keep growing. And it was just going to keep going up, keep going up. And then it all went down drastically. Now, what I know is that if you want to make it in streaming, you have to love it. You have to love streaming. You have to love putting in the work. You have to. You got to push away all the numbers, all the people that say you can't, and you have to unabashedly chase it. And I know if you do that, if I do that, you can make it, I can make it, anybody can truly make it in streaming. Now, thank you for watching. I have a big announcement coming very soon on this channel. Should be up in a few days. I do love y'all. Thank you for watching. Peace.